Never, it wasn't good. Drake's amazing, and Drake is all powerful, and he's
They
so
saying
talented.
Pusha went too far. You think Pusha went too far?
You know, like I Pusha didn't tell me because he knows I would have, stood in front of him as much as I could. But he's a different kind of person.
Drake, one of the most celebrated rappers of our time, is no stranger to controversy. His feuds with figures like Meek Mill, Pusha T, and Kanye West are the stuff of hip-hop lore. But there's one name that stands out among the list of people he's tangled with. Not because of fiery disses or intense exchanges, but due to an eerie silence. Pharrell Williams. Pharrell, known for his musical genius and fashion innovation, has never publicly acknowledged the subtle shots Drake has thrown his way over the years. The question is, why? To answer this, we must dive into a tangled web of industry politics, loyalty, and subtle power plays that reveal a far deeper story than most fans realize. Before becoming a global icon, Pharrell Williams grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia, a city far removed from the entertainment hubs of Los Angeles and New York. Born on April 5, 1973, Pharrell discovered his love for music early on, inspired by legends like Stevie Wonder and Aretha Franklin. His grandmother, a firm believer in his talent, encouraged him to join the school band, where he met Chad Hugo, his future partner in the Neptunes. Their big break came when producer Teddy Riley, famed for creating New Jack Swing, set up a studio near Pharrell's neighborhood. Riley mentored the duo, giving Pharrell his first major credit on Reckitt's NFX's 1992 hit Rump Shaker. By the early 2000s, Pharrell and Chad Hugo, as the Neptunes, were redefining hip-hop and pop with hits for artists like Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, and Justin Timberlake. Pharrell wasn't just a music producer, he was a cultural force. But even as Pharrell soared to new heights, a brewing tension with Cash Money Records set the stage for future conflicts. The relationship between Pharrell and Cash Money started promisingly, but quickly turned sour. In the early 2000s, Pharrell and Chad produced What Happened to That Boy for Birdman and Clips. The track was a hit, but the behind-the-scenes dealings were less harmonious. According to multiple reports, Birdman failed to pay Pharrell and Chad for their work, a notorious move for the Cash Money mogul, whose reputation for financial disputes is well documented in outlets like Complex and Billboard. The unpaid debt didn't just leave a bad taste, it created a rift between Pharrell's camp and Cash Money that would only grow deeper. Years later, Lil Wayne, Birdman's protege, added fuel to the fire when he publicly dismissed Pharrell's influence. In a 2006 interview with Complex, Wayne famously said, "Who the fuck is Pharrell? Y'all thought he was weird when he wore Bapes. I wore it and y'all thought it was hot." This dismissive comment came after Pharrell reportedly refused to provide free Billionaire Boys Club clothing to Wayne for a music video. Wayne instead purchased the clothing himself and showcased it on the cover of Vibe magazine. While Pharrell remained silent, Clips, fiercely loyal to their mentor, responded with Mr. Me Too, a track widely believed to target Wayne. Fast forward to the late 2000s. Drake, the young star signed to Lil Wayne's Young Money label, was rapidly rising in the hip-hop world. But his affiliation with Lil Wayne came with baggage, including inherited rivalries. By the time Pusha T, one half of Clips, took aim at Drake, the animosity between Pharrell's camp and Cash Money was already well established. Drake and Pusha T's feud escalated to historic levels, culminating in 2018 with the story of Adidon, a scathing diss track that revealed Drake's secret child. Pusha's collaboration with Pharrell on multiple tracks, including Infrared, left little doubt about Pharrell's behind-the-scenes support in the feud. Drake, however, didn't just clash with Pusha. He also directed subtle jabs at Pharrell himself. In a 2013 interview with Hot 97, Drake threw shade at Pharrell's ice cream sneaker line, calling it corny compared to other streetwear brands. While Pharrell didn't respond, fans took to social media, speculating that the tension was more than surface level. Twitter threads and Reddit discussions debated whether Pharrell was deliberately ignoring Drake's provocations as a power move. In 2021, Pharrell reached a new milestone in his career when he was named the creative director of Louis Vuitton's menswear division, succeeding the late Virgil Abloh. The appointment was celebrated across the fashion world, with outlets like Vogue and GQ praising Pharrell's vision. Drake, who had a close relationship with Virgil, reportedly felt slighted. Pharrell's ascent to this position was seen by some as a subtle flex against Drake, whose attempts to cement his place in the fashion industry had often been met with mixed reviews. Pharrell's Son of a Pharaoh auction further emphasized his dominance. Featuring iconic pieces like his custom Billionaire Boys Club pendants, the event raised funds for Black Ambition, Pharrell's initiative to support Black and Latinx entrepreneurs. While the auction made waves across media outlets and platforms like Hypebeast, Drake's camp remained conspicuously silent. Pharrell's silence in the face of Drake's jabs isn't an oversight, it's a choice. Known for his zen-like approach to life, Pharrell has always prioritized creativity and positivity over petty conflicts. In a 2014 interview with Esquire, Pharrell famously said, "I don't make music for competition, I make it for expression." For Pharrell, engaging in a public feud with Drake would be a step down, a distraction from his larger goals of innovation and impact. By refusing to play the game, Pharrell has maintained his mystique and avoided the pitfalls of public drama. In the age of social media, fan theories and narratives have taken on lives of their own. Twitter and Instagram posts often amplify perceived rivalries, and the Pharrell-Drake dynamic is no exception. For example, a viral tweet in 2020 from a fan account claimed that Pharrell's refusal to work with Drake on any major projects was a deliberate snub. While unverified, the tweet garnered thousands of likes and retweets, sparking debates on platforms like Reddit. At its core, the tension between Pharrell and Drake reflects two very different approaches to life and artistry. Drake thrives on drama and confrontation, using his feuds as fuel for his music and public persona. Pharrell, on the other hand, transcends the noise, focusing on creating a legacy that extends far beyond music. Pharrell's dominance in fashion, philanthropy, and innovation has made him untouchable, a figure who doesn't need to engage in petty disputes to prove his worth. So, what do you think? Is Pharrell's silence a sign of strength, or should he finally clap back at Drake? And how do you see their rivalry shaping the future of hip-hop and pop culture? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more behind-the-scenes stories from the worlds of music, fashion, and celebrity drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next.